Camping World Truck Series race at Pocono. Go ahead, Steve-O.
And welcome to the show, Joey. Congratulations. How's the party? Is it still going on?
Oh yeah, it's still going. It's been a great few days. Just couldn't be happier. Still up on cloud nine.
Well, I bet, and I think one of the interesting things was that I saw as well that it's been a while since your crew chief, Harold Holly, had gone to a NASCAR victory lane, and it was pretty cool that I think it was after about 8 years or so you were able to take him there. Tell me about the emotion and when you got to Victory Circle.
It's definitely something I won't forget. I was really proud to be the person that got Harold back in victory lane because he's such a good crew chief. And, I told him kind of joking, man, Harold, I'm sorry it took so long, because he's definitely the kind of crew chief that you would think would be there, on a weekly basis almost. So, I told him, I said, sorry it took so long, but I was really proud to be the person that got him there. And just seeing how excited the whole team was and everybody that's been a part of that 22 truck this year, it was just really cool to be a part of it.
We talk so much, Joey, about that crew chief and driver relationship and the combinations that seem to click. You and Harold have been together, since the ARCA days as well. Do you two have that relationship? Do you feel that what you're thinking, Harold's already kind of putting into the truck before you even have to tell him?
Yeah, we still have to talk a lot, and that's part of, it sounds kind of silly, but the more we talk, the better our communication is. It's something that I think we had really good chemistry when we first got together, but I feel like it's something that still takes work. We still had to feel each other out. We had to, get to know each other a lot, and it just takes time at the racetrack to do that. So, but I feel like we've got a great idea of what each other are thinking most of the time. But we still make sure that we talk all the time. I mean, we talk probably every day of the week on the phone if I don't make it to the shop. And I mean, it's a very involved process. But I feel like that we're really connecting good. We're making good decisions. And we don't ever yell or scream at each other on the radio. So that's usually a sign that things are working.
Of course, we're talking to Joey Coulter, first-time Camping World Truck Series winner at Pocono this past weekend. Joey, this may be kind of maybe the goofy time to ask this question, but coming off your first win, are you happy with where your Truck Series team is this year? I mean, we're better probably about halfway through the season. You guys happy with your program at this point?
Yeah, we're happy with the program. We've been a little disappointed. And I've been really frustrated with where we've been finishing. I really thought a few times that our first win was going to come a bunch of weeks ago. I didn't think we'd make it 11 races in this season before we get to victory lane. We had a hard time closing deals. We had the speed. We put ourselves in positions where when it came to go get the trophy, something would go wrong, or I'd goof up, or pit stop wouldn't be great. There's always something that kept us out of victory lane, and that had me a little frustrated. So getting the win at Pocono was a huge relief for me, and just a really super exciting day.
Did all those thoughts of what can go wrong now kind of flash before your eyes right at the green flag when everybody in front of you had guys running into the wall and all this kind of stuff? And what was your thought process right at that split second?
Just, kind of like what you're saying. It's like, oh, well, here it goes. This is just going to be another one that gets away. That, I knew once I got out front, once I cleared the Turner truck, I knew it's like all I got to do is put 8 laps together, and this one's ours. I just kind of had that feeling that everything that could have gone wrong didn't finally. And I knew we had to put together 8 perfect laps, and I needed to get away from that 30 and that 31 truck as quick as I could to seal the deal.
Joey, when you're in that position where you like you say, you got to put together 8 perfect laps, are you looking at hitting your marks in that racetrack? How much are you looking in your mirrors? Give me an idea what you're doing there.
I mean, you're trying to stay out of your mirror because that's that mirror can really, it can help you win or it can cost you one.
Right.
So I tried to stay out of it as much as I could. I picked one or two spots around the racetrack, in the middle of the straightaways, that I would look, and I'd look in the same spot every lap and kind of mixed it into my rhythm of the rest of the racetrack. I tried to just stay as calm as I could and not get fired up and not let all that emotion get the best of me right away, which was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. Because it's quite a feeling when there's a race that close. And all you got to do is just finish a few laps. But it was definitely a great experience. I kept telling the guys on the radio, just do things like normal, guys. Give me lap time. Tell me where they're at. It's nice and easy. We'll finish it off.
Talk to me about the racetrack a little bit, Joey. Everybody, has said this track is a lot faster since the repave. Give me an idea of what that means to you as a driver going there, this year with the racetrack being repaved as opposed to years gone by.
Well, it was definitely different going to Pocono and not sliding around. I'm used to going there and it really being a track where you're hanging on, more than you're driving, But with that new pavement, the crew that did it did an awesome job with it. It's super smooth, and it's just bad fast. The tunnel turns got so much grip, it doesn't even make sense how fast you can go through there. It just doesn't seem like it's going to work, and somehow you end up on the other side of it every time. So it's great place. They did a great job with the repave, and I think it was a really good decision on the racetrack part.
It almost seems like Pocono is probably the best racetrack, and I never thought I would say this, the best racetrack to watch a truck if you have to have a 2.5-mile race with a truck, because short tracks seem to be conducive to great truck racing, and a lot of the bigger super speedways not so much, but Pocono seems to kind of defy that theory. Is it fun to race at Pocono with a truck?
Yeah, even I've run a bunch of ARCA races there, and I've heard people say, the ARCA races are boring to watch. And, my response is, well, you ought to drive them around.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to dodge all that sheet metal.
Yeah, I mean, it's not boring. It's the farthest thing from it, and I think that's the tough thing that Pocono has to face is it's way more exciting when you're down there looking at it, when you're up close with it. I tell people, if you think it's a boring place, get in the infield and go stand down at the end of the front stretch when we come into turn one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said, when you see how trucks, cars, doesn't matter, when you see how out of control we look coming into that corner, every lap's the most exciting lap you've ever watched, because it's just a wild racetrack, and the momentum is so important there. You have to keep your speed up. I mean, you have to go as fast as you can every corner without overcharging it or without undercharging it to make a really good lap. And it's a really big challenge for a driver. And like I said, if you know where to go watch and just watch a couple laps, it'll change your whole perspective about that racetrack.
Well, Joey, congratulations on your first win in the Camping World Truck Series. Hopefully many more will follow you as well through that series. We'll be watching, and best of luck to you throughout the rest of the season.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
All right.
Joey. Thanks for joining us. Joey Coulter.
Yeah, he is the driver, the number 22 truck for Richard Childress.
Really fast.
Racing.
That's probably the best description I've ever heard of Pocono.
Oh, yeah.
Really. I mean,